Hi guys, so today we're going to do a little plan with me. I didn't really have this planned, but I just sat down to kind of do this and I thought it might be nice to do it with you. So pretty much every night I just take 5 minutes before, that night to sort of plan out the next morning. So I'm doing it a little bit differently here. I picked up the pen because the first thing I usually do is write the date. But I thought I'd be a bit extra since it is a video, and so I got out the ink pad and the stamp and I'm gonna stamp the date. And so you'll probably be able to see that because of the angle of the camera, I didn't get the first stamp down right, but I mean, that's just part of it, so it doesn't bother me at all. And so now what we're going to do is just get some icon stickers. So I should have probably explained I am doing the plan with me in a Chic Sparrow waypoint open road, and the book inside it is a Midori MD 1 day 1 page, so I have like a whole video on that setup. And then this is a leather 1.61 soft goods leather sort of folder that you can use in a standard travels notebook, and I've just been using this and kind of taking it from planner to planner, so depending where I need it. I really like this as well. I like having all the stickers that I need just here, easily accessible, and it looks really pretty. So what I'm first doing is just going through and finding some icon stickers that I want to use just to make the page a little bit nicer. So this whole process usually takes just 5 minutes or so, but it's taken a little bit longer just kind of to show you and to do it kind of for the video. But one of the things on this page as well that I don't know if I show you up close, we went on a nature walk a few weeks ago, and we collected some of this really nice velvet bark from one of the trees, and so I've just stapled that in there. And I've been really inspired by meditative scrapbooking. She does really gorgeous junk journal style nature kind of journals, and yeah, so that's kind of where that inspiration came from. So I'm trying to use sort of white or gold stickers on this page just to keep it kind of in those colours. Some of the other pages I've shown on other videos are cut more colourful. So last year in my Maverick, I kind of used it more for recording, a bit of journaling, some planning, but this year I'm sort of trying to break it up. So I'm trying to use this for planning the next day, and then I am using like a junk journal for my actual journaling. So I do put a couple of lines in here usually of journaling, just to remember the day, or to put something about the day, because I don't pull out the junk journal every day, and it's more of a decorative and to spend a little bit more time and just enjoy the process a little bit more. I really love these Target stickers as well, and I was going to use one because we were sort of planning to go, but generally we sort of say let's go and then we go within the next couple of days, so it may not have actually happened on this day. But I end up using one of these little paper clips with a bow on it from Paper Muse Crafts, and I will link the shops of the stickers that I use down below. So now we're going to get into how I actually plan, and you can see like on the page before I just used the pen and I had pre-decorated, like I had pre-stamped that. And so sometimes that's something I like to do, like on the weekends, maybe on Sunday, if I have, you know, half an hour, I'll just go in and pre-decorate some pages. So the first thing I do is just put down the date, and I like to use this as kind of practice handwriting and also practicing design elements or kind of, you know, where I want to put things on the page and things like that. So like for example here I'm writing the January underneath the bark there, whereas on the page before I wrote it just under the day and the date. Okay, I'm just realizing that you might not be able to see as well, and this is the angle that I have the book on when I write. So yeah, I'm just doing it sort of exactly as I would, you know, do it at night. This was me planning for the next day, so I just kind of brought you guys along with me. So I'm thinking about what I want to do in the morning, and I sort of go through my head all the things that I need to get done, and then I prioritize which things that I want to work on in the morning. So I'm still working on these 2 new journals that I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. They're not finished yet, but they will be more along the lines price-wise as the small ones, probably a little bit more, but they're really gorgeous. So I want you guys to be able to use them. I think you'll really love them. Obviously they won't have all of the hand sewing and the petals and the, you know, all the things of the large one, but you know, the ones in my shop at the minute, but I'll try and put as much as I can in there. And so I'm just writing down here the things that I want to put in there. One of the things is that I have to keep working on these lace motifs that I have. They're really gorgeous, antique, and I've had them in to soak, like I've been soaking them for quite a few days. I need to get them out and iron them. I keep getting them out and they're not quite, you know, they still have that musty smell, so I want to get rid of that before I use them. So I actually probably should have put in here, we were cooking tempura halibut and veggies, and I thought, yeah, later on I realised I sort of didn't put it in there, you know, for space wise, but I think it's nice to actually write what you are having for dinner that night, especially because like our tastes change, the recipes we use change, and even like shops can stop stocking something, so we like put something else instead. So I think those are all nice things to kind of have note of. When I've finished, I always like to just turn the page or just look at the next day and see kind of what's on there, if there is any decoration, or if sometimes I do write like appointments and things on the next, you know, next day, so I just check that. And then the last thing that I do, and I wasn't going to do this, but I thought I'd just show you here, the last thing I do, if I have time or sort of the inclination, I do a little sketch. So I am going to do one of those now. I'm just kind of trying to figure out where to do it, and I really do enjoy doing these, and kind of, they're just loose sketches, so it's not, you know, anything like there'll be mistakes and things like that, and that's just fine. But you could also, you know, look up you know, things to doodle, things to sketch. I started these by looking up old French seals, like wax seals, old French or just, you know, old French manuscripts and the kind of little stamps and things that they have on there, and getting inspiration from those. So that's a place to start as well. And you could also draw sort of wreaths or little flowers, even like stars or diamonds, just anything that you know you like or you'd want to sort of try and sketch. I just find it really relaxing at the end of the day just to do kind of a little sketch in there as well. So I am going to show you a little sneak peek here of the journals really quickly and kind of where they're up to. So obviously I'm still working on the lace for the front. So they will have some lace and some silk petals on the front, and a few more ruffles and things on the side. But like I said, not everything, but I've tried to kind of find ways to make these really nice as well. So I have this kind of hidden little book part in the cover. So, and then there's the gathered tulle there. You still have the really nice old Paris book plate on the cotton vellum, and some of the other really special papers, the handmade cotton paper and the pearlized papers, the silk ruffle there. And this is a ledger paper that I aged with Daniel Smith watercolours and herbs, and I love these pages. They came out really nice. And then there's one of my favourite silk swatches, and some mulberry paper, the gorgeous Japanese paper. So there's still all of the, you know, a lot of the same elements. I kind of don't go through everything, and, you know, obviously I'll do like a better flip through, but I'm just letting you know sort of what's coming up. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.